Hi, name 5 Christmas movies where the main character is green, hairy, and everyone else in the world looks like a cat for some reason, and it freaked you out. If you counted properly, you probably got 3, which was The Grinch, and The Grinch. And maybe Shrek at some point. Maybe you loved the original Grinch movie from the 90s. Well, that sucks because we're not talking about that, we're talking about the Jim Carrey one today. Also, when I was a kid, Cartoon Network played that movie right after my bedtime, so fuck that movie. I had the Grinch Stole Christmas live action port that came out in 2000, which was 10 months before the tragedy of my birthday and 8 months before the other one.
Evening, folks.
You might want to scooch over.
It's safe to say that watching this movie again as a grown-ass adult with my girlfriend recently, and watching it an entire second time just to script this video, was one of the more fever dreamish experiences among movies with green protagonists. Much like the movie Monster House, which I also have a PhD in, this movie has a lot more adult jokes than I actually thought there would be in it.
Hello, Momsen.
I found myself enjoying it way more as a grown adult than I did as a kid. Actually, to be specific, as much as this movie is good, it scared the fuck out of me as a kid. From moments like this,
Kiss it, Whoville!
to moments like this where the Grinch breaks the fourth wall,
Kids today, so desensitized by movies and television.
What do you want?
it's safe to say that this shit is a complete fever dream. Basically, Jim Carrey is green and kind of a cat, but also a humanoid green creature thing. He lives on top of a mountain overlooking Whoville, a town of people that I think their entire society, much like The Nightmare Before Christmas, they just care about Christmas a lot. Oh, also the mayor, this guy right here, is the most corrupt soul you'll see in this entire movie, so at least they're portraying politics right. The movie opens with Cindy Lou Who and her father Lou, which, yes, Lou is the middle name of Cindy, so his first name is her middle name. Oh, and also his middle name is her middle name, and his middle name is his first name. It's Lou Who.
Is my Sub-Zero chiller running? I suppose.
Well, then you better go catch it!
What the fuck? Lou works in a post office, and it's practically Christmas, so it's pretty much hell on earth in there, except he loves it for some reason. A scenario which would have me wishing for death. Cindy Lou asks her father Lou Who, why everyone is buying stuff for Christmas, and if that's truly the point of Christmas.
Doesn't this seem like a bit much?
To which Lou replies, now Cindy, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, the point of Christmas is getting cool shit. Cindy doesn't like this response, and that's actually like 90% of her plot of the movie. Also, they announce a 99% off sale.
For the next 5 minutes only, 99% off.
This reaction is accurate. I'd push an old lady or two for 99% off a PS5. I'd sure hate to see their surge pricing. Honey, come quick, this set of spoons is normally $1,000, but today it's 10. Then we finally get introduced to green, hairy Jim Carrey in this Shrek-ass scene. And can I just say real quick, the Who's are goofy as fuck.
Come on, touch it. Touch the door. Do it for me, Stu.
Why are you so goddamn dumb? Just have don't gone up there. Then we get to see the Grinch pop his fucking neck out of its socket like a xenomorph for this creepy ass smile. What is this scene? Bro's about to eat me and you and everyone else watching this video. Good luck. I'd hate to live in Whoville during the Grinch's fucking metamorphosis phase on a full moon night. Then the Grinch just runs around Whoville for a little bit and causes a little bit of mayhem, but really just small minor things like he burps in this guy's face. That's gross. Go home, Grinch. You're drunk.
Everyone getting all kerbobbled. Doesn't it seem superfluous?
Superfluous? Fuck you, kid. You're making me look up words now. You're making me look stupid.
What happened to you?
It was too Grinch!
Someone just say, Grinch.
Is this like a race thing? Like, what race even is he? And are there other green people? And now that I think of it, like, why are they just calling out this one clear minority for one reason or another? Is this some kind of like historical movie? Like going back and watching a movie from like the 1800s and it's like, whoa, they owned people back then. Is this like Django Unchained? Is this Christmas Django Unchained?
And he came after us.
I think they were just up on the mountain playing with matches or defacing public property or...
Oh, well, that's a relief.
All right, you heard the man. There's no Grinch problem here.
Like, they're sitting here yelling, bro, don't worry, there's no Grinch problem. But it just kind of makes me think, like, in this same scenario, would it be like, guys, have no fear, it was a false sighting, only a rumor? There is no black guy problem at all. It just feels bad, that's all I'm saying. This is where we get introduced to the mayor and his slave who shines his shoes, and as I said before, he's the most corrupt asshole in this entire movie. Like, in the political grand scheme of things, we have the Who's, and then the Grinch, and then the mayor, who has some skeletons in his closet for sure. Shivers down your spine, but there's no catchy jingle to it. Like, he definitely cheats on his girlfriend and pays for it, and it's a tax write-off. Also, the Grinch gives out jury duty in this scene. That shit's funny.
Jury duty, jury duty, jury duty, blackmail, pink slip, chain letter, eviction notice, jury duty,
I've never done jury duty before. Do I have to worry about that? Finally, we run into the first conflict of the movie. Lou sends his daughter into a mail sorting death trap.
Would you mind helping me take this to the back room, honey? But be careful of the sorting machine, right?
The Grinch!
Well, that worked out nicely.
Except have no fear, the Grinch is here, and he screams, attempting to scare Cindy Lou Who, except she doesn't scare that easily. She doesn't see color. She's not afraid of our green queen. She lets him save her from the mail pit. After this, the Grinch goes home, and then we're introduced to the mayor's girlfriend and Cindy Lou Who's mother, who I'm pretty sure is either high or just drunk the entire movie.
Look, I just found the cutest light for my Christmas display. Hurry up, we're gonna be late. Come on.
Sorry, brief intermission. I had to take a brief intermission because it turns out a hurricane is, I'm in the middle of a hurricane and it's ripping my house apart hinge by hinge. So please be aware that while I'm recording this, I could be swept out of the window by a tornado any second. I digress. This is the mayor's girlfriend who, much like Cindy Lou Who, also doesn't discriminate. I'm uncomfortable now. Let's check back with Green Daddy, shall we? He just kind of walks around his house and he looks lonely and he looks sad. It's a little bit too relatable.
I hear you know some things about the Grinch.
This is also where we get a little bit of backstory, and we find out that not only are babies canonically delivered by storks, but adultery also is canon in this movie.
He looks just like your boss.
Meaning, these Who's are going to hell. Oh, also, there's a lot of funny adult-related Easter eggs in this movie, such as keys all being put into a jar, which means that everyone in this house is swingers, so they're all going to hell. Damn, Grandma, you're getting a bit crazy at the party, huh? Anyways, we see the upbringing of Mr. Spinch and how he gets bullied by specifically the future mayor and hides up into a mountain.
You're 8 years old and you have a beard.
She's a bitch for laughing. Also, the young version of the mayor's girlfriend, Martha, is a little bit into green guys because she was eyeballing the Grinch pretty damn hard there. How could she not?
He had hair. Not pleasant. He shed.
That's some bullshit. Look, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure back then, if you can grow that badass of a beard, you're getting all the bitches in 3rd grade.
And now the nominations for that Who Among Us who best typifies the qualities of Whodum and Whodery, the Whoville Holiday Cheermeister.
Also, for some reason, they include the word who in everything in town, as though, like, regular human beings do that. Like, I'm going to the human festival. I'm going to the human festival. It's stupid. This is where the Who's throw a party named some ass thing, probably including the word who, and Cindy Lou Who wants to invite the Grinch, except no one expects the Grinch to come, so she makes a bet with the mayor that she can't get him to come, so she goes to visit the Grinch's house.
How dare you enter the Grinch's lair! The audacity! The unmitigated gall! What do you want?
Mr. Grinch, I came to invite you to be Holiday Cheermeister.
And after hearing that there might be an award, the Grinch says, I'ma crash it. With the plan to look good in front of Martha and accept the reward in front of all of Whoville, he launches himself down to town and...
Hello, Martha.
He made it!
Which I'm pretty sure she enjoyed a bit too much, but good for the Grinch. The way he launched into her, she practically died, and not because of the impact. With a crowd like this and how stressful this looks, I'd probably start punching all the dicks. However, before accepting his reward, the mayor uses what I believe to be just a bunch of manipulation tactics to set the Grinch off, which they eventually do. Except this scene made me laugh probably too much.
I really don't know. Oh, mine's the...
This is not pudding.
Ending the entire thing by proposing to Martha, which overall pisses off the Grinch enough to, you know, not overreact at all, just light the town on fucking fire. With the mayor's plan working to set off the Grinch, he starts punching all the metaphorical dicks. This is where the Grinch scurries off to his little goon cave to make plans to actually steal Christmas, as the name of the movie implies.
Can we just get back to Christmas the way it should be? Grinchless. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Oh, hold on a minute. Didn't a hairy green dude just commit arson all over your town? I saw buildings blow up. Damn, that's a good mayor. So as the classic story goes, the Grinch rides a big-ass sleigh down to Whoville and steals a present dressed as Santa. But now that I'm older, I've realized, why is he dressed like Santa? If he's doing this in a secret fashion, which he's literally sneaking around on his tippy toes, what's the point of dressing as Santa? Like, yeah, he gets caught by Cindy Lou Who in this scene right here and acts like Santa and claims that he's taking the tree to the shop to get fixed. In reality, if he planned on sticking around like that, why is he dressed like Santa in the first place? That feels stupid. Yes, like I said, the Grinch steals Christmas dressed as Santa, and Cindy Lou Who runs into him in the middle of the night, and she asks him this question.
What's Christmas really about?
Presents.
I wasn't afraid of that. Don't forget the Grinch. I know he's mean and hairy and smelly. His hands might be cold and clammy. But I think he's actually kind of sweet.
Well, this warms the Grinch's heart a little bit. It doesn't warm it enough to not rub his dog's ass on the mayor's face, and that's funny. I would do that too. I'm kind of the Grinch. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony Grinch, and you stole Christmas. Everyone wakes up in the morning to see that they have no presents, and they just start singing.
It sounded merry. But it was merry. Very. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing.
His heart literally grows 3 sizes in this scene while he's screaming, and I looked it up, and I think he has a serious problem coming on. Kids, the Grinch is dying. Green Boy returns all the presents to Whoville and somehow is met with no legal action.
Got me, officer! I did it! I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas. And I'm sorry.
He said he was sorry.
And actually steals the mayor's girlfriend.
Your ring back. Sorry. But my heart belongs to someone else.
And I'm not gonna lie, despite the entire plot of the movie, that's the biggest W. What a fucking Chad.
No hard feelings.
I assume after the movie ends, though, the mayor gave the Grinch like a ginormous tax bill. There's some kind of evasion happening there, unless he's been paying them somehow from the mountain this entire time. My question is now, where's Bro gonna live? Okay, he stole the mayor of the town's girlfriend. He lives up in a cold mountain. It's not like he can take her there. She's kind of a gold digger. The guy in charge of property tax, I would assume, is gonna raise that shit. So the Grinch is homeless. I mean, I guess the Grinch and his new girlfriend can live up in the mountain, but every time she wants to go down to get McDonald's, she has to make a 3-mile hike 2 ways. I don't think she's gonna want that. Either way, this movie is way more memorable, if not a bit scuffed, than when I was a little kid, and it's way more funny and enjoyable as an adult. I genuinely do find that this style of comedy is something that is dying in the space of comedy movies these days. I haven't laughed as hard as I laughed at this movie and Monster House when I made that movie back a few months ago for a very long time. I have watched no movies in the past 5 years that have made me die laughing the way that these 2 movies have, and it was fun to go back and look at them. And this is a good Christmas tradition type of movie for me. If you haven't watched it, well, shit, you've seen it through me, so thank you for watching. Feel free to comment any movie that you want me to make a video about, and if it's niche enough, I probably will. Now I'm gonna go steal my own Christmas.